Hello, I'm John Abdo, inventor of the WonderBack Pro, or should I say proud inventor of the WonderBack Pro, because now you've put your trust and confidence in a product that's going to put that wonder into your back. WonderBack Pro was a product I invented out of necessity and desperation. I was tired of leaning over countertops and rubbing my back against doorknobs to get rid of those sore, achy, stiff back muscles. I had to decide, what am I going to do? Am I going to continue leaning over countertops, or am I going to invent a product that's really going to help this issue? WonderBack Pro works every time you use it. And in this segment, this Let's Get Started segment, I want to show you all the pieces and parts that came with your unit, help you assemble it correctly, show you the accessory items, and then in later tracks, I'm going to show you exactly how to use this. Before you begin, make sure that you read that disclaimer that popped up before you got to this segment right here, and also in the manual. Because all I know, after 40 years in the health and fitness business, when you do things right, you get great results. So safety is number one, technical instruction is number 1.5. What came with your unit was 2 arm bars, a roller bar. Those of you optionally got the acupressure sleeve and the lumbar bridge. The bolts are pre-inserted at the factory. Just simply remove the bolts, and we pre-insert them for your convenience so they're not flopping around anywhere. And let me demonstrate the acupressure sleeve first. The acupressure sleeve is just what it means. It provides acupressure, pressure point therapy. Very simple to use, but highly beneficial. All you need to do is put the roller bar on top of the acupressure sleeve, pull one end over, the Velcro end, and then just turn it over like this, and now all of a sudden you can see how this massage roller turns into an acupressure point therapy device. Now the reason why I wanted to show you the acupressure sleeve with the unit disassembled is because with the roller bar, you could use this as an additional item if you want to travel with this. We see that people need a massage, whether it's in their legs, you can lay on this, your thighs, your feet. Absolutely fantastic, very stimulating before rigorous activity as a warm-up, as post-activity as a cool-down. Putting massage as a regular part of your life will definitely make you feel and perform better. So let me take the acupressure sleeve off, and we'll demonstrate it later in this DVD. And here's the assembly. Now what you want to do is make sure that the lettering is on the outside. These arm bars are identical, so if you put it together incorrectly, whether the logo is on the inside, it doesn't make a difference. Take the roller bar and insert it into the arm bar, and you can see where the holes line up. Now what you want to do is take the bolts and put them in with the tool right here, and once you get it in place, she's locked in. So let me screw this one down. And these are self-locking bolts, so you don't have to twist it like you're putting on a car lug nut. Very easy and simple. Okay, we got one side done. You can see how secure that is. So this is half the unit right here. Now let's take the other arm bar, slide it into the roller bar. I like it at the edge of a table here. You can see how it's hanging off. It just makes it easier. Although I have more than one unit at home, so one I have disassembled so I could just use the roller bar, and one I have completely assembled. Make sure that you always check the bolts prior to each use, because they could loosen up or retract. You want to make sure that they're snug. So even if you use it and someone else snuck in, like a family member, and they use it too, it might have a tendency to loosen up somewhat, because you're going to be putting a lot of pressure on this, because this is rubbing or massaging your back. So you can see it just takes a couple minutes to assemble. Put the tool in a very safe location where you can remember where it's at. I'm going to toss off this side here, and here you're ready to go with the WonderBack Pro. Beautiful institutional grade design. It's made of institutional grade quality materials, foam hand grips, very easy to grip, so there's no sliding on there. We have a dual action function, and you can see the massage roller is moving in an arcing fashion, backward and forward, backward and forward. This is what I call dual directional arcing technology. And what you're doing here, when you lay on the WonderBack Pro, which I'm going to show you in the next track, you could just lay on there and get a massage by itself, because it's like someone putting their hands into your back. It's like, oh, it feels so good. Keep it there, press a little harder, or just move it a little bit. Just pushing up slightly, it's like moving that massage. You're getting a professional massage with a self-massaging device, and you pull it back right in here. And it goes completely from lower back to upper back, which I'm going to demonstrate. Absolutely amazing. Again, this is real sturdy. Make sure that you also read those do's and don'ts so you know exactly how to use it in addition to watching this DVD. Now, the lumbar bridge, it's an optional attachment. Fantastic product. If you don't have it, you got to get this. It's very softly padded, but at the same time, it puts that arch into your spinal column, which I'm going to show you in a second here. It puts that arch into your spinal column. You could use this individually. Very lightweight, but very strong. Don't stand on it, but you could put your whole body weight on it. Put it in a luggage or a suitcase, carry it to work, carry it to the gym, carry it to your sporting activities, and just lay on there, and just the arch alone helps to de-stress, elongate, decompress the back. Just that by itself, it looks like you're doing nothing, but you're getting fantastic results. But in addition, now all of a sudden you can put the lumbar bridge on top of the WonderBack Pro, and check this out. Now you have the same static stretch, static meaning you're still, but as I move the arm bars, which I'll show you again later in this DVD, you could activate a longer range on your back. So basically what we're doing here, we're taking that spinal column, which gets compressed and stressed over time, the muscles, tendons, and ligaments for all the 24 vertebrae. There's a lot of tension and stress. These are small bones. They're not like long bones like in your arms and legs that are subject to a lot of pressure, a lot of spasm, a lot of stiffness and soreness. Massaging your back is the way to keep your body healthy, to keep yourself energized. So whether it's the WonderBack Pro just by itself, the massage roller, again, durable, institutional grade quality. You could see how it's concave design. The reason why it's concave design is because when you massage, you never want to put pressure on the bone. You want to put pressure on the muscles, tendons, and ligaments that are on the side of the bone so the bone can be freed up. So that's why we have that anatomical grade quality design in here. In addition, we have the manual. Make sure you read the manual over and over and over again. Become more technical with this product. The great thing about WonderBack Pro, it's very versatile, and what I'm going to show you in this DVD are just some of the uses. It has limitless capacity to exercise the versatility, the diversity that you need for your body. You may want to use it a couple minutes in the morning, a couple minutes in the evening. For me, I could just lay on it and just get a nice stretch. In a couple seconds, I'm literally freeing up that tension that allows me to go for my bike ride. It allows me to go to work. That allows me to go to the gym and exercise. We can get started on self-massaging your lower back. Put the wonder in your back with the WonderBack Pro. Okay, let me show you some of the basic motions that you could use with the WonderBack Pro that's definitely going to make your back feel better, give you more flexibility, give you enhanced posture, and it's going to energize your whole body, not just the back area. So now that the product is properly assembled, make sure you check the bolts again prior to each use, and read that disclaimer because I want to make sure that you do this correctly so that your back is safe and healthy all the time. So the WonderBack Pro is laying down face up, and what I want to do is sit to where my buttock just touches the roller here. And I'm going to show you applications in a reclining or a seated position for those of you who can't get on the floor. What I want to do, open-handed, I'm going to push down on the frontal part of the arm bar right here because I don't want my fingers to get caught underneath. So any body parts, if you have a dog or a cat and its tail is wagging, make sure you do this away from people and keep your hands open. And I'm going to lay back slowly. This is the proper mount. Now this right here is enough because what I'm doing, I'm already decompressing my lower back, my lumbar pelvic region right in here. I can actually feel the stretch, and just by itself, it feels oh so good. Some of you will say, that's all I need to do. I just need to feel relief and decompression in that area. But watch this, when I activate the arm bar, see how my hips raise, but it's actually stretching my lower back. And oh, I flew across country yesterday, so this feels fantastic after a flight. So right here, you don't have to move fast, you don't have to gyrate the product, and then come back slowly. Now what I like to do is to lift my knees right in here, and then give it another go right in there. And what I do, I just move my knees to the side so I get more on my right side. Just relax, nothing fast here, and then move your knees to the other side. Now always push on the arm bars evenly. If I push one arm bar, you have a chance of damaging the unit because you're putting too much stress to it. So always keep both hands on the arm bar, whether you're pushing or pulling. Now, from in here, I'm decompressing my lower back, pelvic region, and a lot of you are probably saying, that's exactly where I need it, right in here, roll from side to side. And I can even go way extreme on the other side. Now, in order for me to bring the product up my back, what I do, I just slither my body down. I'm just actually crawling by wiggling. So now I went from on top of the pelvis, very, very low lower back, to where it's now lower back right in here. This is an arcing massage motion. I feel like I have a really strong, healthy, experienced massage therapist just putting both his or her hands on my lower back and pressing. Go from side to side. Oh boy, that feels so good. This is all static right here, static stretch. And now come down. And if you want to pull up, you could just go this way and go in the opposite direction. And then right there. Now I'm going to slither my body down even further. I'm wiggling and I'm actually crawling down to where now it's in the mid to upper part of my lower back and the lower part of my middle back. And again, right there, if I lift my knees, right in here, I can just feel it stretching and decompressing. It increases flexibility, frees up tension, and I guarantee when I stand up, I'm going to be far more energized. Right in here. And again, I'm going to give it another, whoa, does that feel fantastic? Or should I say wonderful? Feels great right in here. So I'm going to go up my back. Now this here, I'm going through these a little bit rapidly here. You could do them for as long as you want, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or just like a 30-second tune-up. Ooh, I felt a little snap, crackle, and pop in there. Right in here. So now I'm at my middle back. Oh. Whew. And again, these you could do from a seated position in a reclining sofa. It won't damage your sofa. If you're concerned about that, put a padding down on top of your sofa and underneath the WonderBack Pro. And now watch this. Now I'm going to go and do my neck. So what I like to do is move the unit out from underneath me. Be very careful. Don't put this over your face. Keep it like this. Turn it around. Okay? And now I have it under my neck right here. And whoa. Now, I really don't know if I have to explain to you how good this feels. Right in here. It's like if you got a pair of strong hands just squeezing your neck or your nape area, your upper trapezius, which is your upper back, right in here. Again, all static. I don't have to go dynamic fast. Just real slow. Right in here. And down, I can come back a little bit lower. Now I got the higher upper back and the neck. And from here, I could hold it in a position, and I could just roll my neck from side to side as the weight of my head is actually pressing into the massage roller. And this massage roller, again, it's all institutional grade quality. You're going to be very impressed with the durability of this product. Right in here. Now, because I'm relaxed, I'm just going to sit here, put the unit down, and just kind of like mellow out a little bit. And then when I feel energized, I'm going to sit up and get ready to go about my day. I'll do this before I go running, before I go weight training, before I left for the airport yesterday. You could also use the lumbar bridge on top of this unit, and again, separately. Again, this is an optional attachment, which I guarantee this is something that is entirely beneficial as well. So instead of going from the 3-inch diameter of the foam roller, now all of a sudden I have 12 inches, so I could lay just statically on top of the lumbar bridge right here. Slowly let yourself down. It's like, oh, again, I really don't need to explain how good this feels because I think you can see, oh boy. But now watch this. When I activate the arm bars, no other product in the world allows you to do this. Now, my whole spinal column is being stretched, almost like if I'm doing a prone or a laying down inversion. I'm stretching my whole spinal column. So all the pressure of me sitting on the flight, going through the airport, standing up and walking through security and baggage claim is all being de-stressed, decompressed as a result of the WonderBack Pro. You could also put the acupressure sleeve on top of this, so I can now get acupressure point stimulation. But these are just some of the uses that you could self-massage your lower, middle, and upper back and neck with the WonderBack Pro. So you've had a chance to experiment with the WonderBack Pro for the back, the lower back, the middle back, and the neck. And if you think it's wonderful for the back and spine, wait till you see how wonderful it is for the legs. Joining me is Crystal, and today is her first day using this product, but when I was demonstrating it to her, she goes, I love it already. So what Crystal's going to demonstrate is legs and feet. So let's get started with one leg. We have the acupressure sleeve on to give her additional acupressure point therapy, which those little nodules in there are poking through the skin into the muscle to stimulate nerve, which obviously activates the muscle because a muscle only is activated with nervous energy. So it doesn't have to be done fast. You can see how the acupressure sleeve is obviously hitting multiple locations on her thigh. Now you can switch legs. And she may say, I want to stay on that leg longer. You can stay on it as long as you want or as short as you want. The idea is just to get relief while you're using the WonderBack Pro, and you can get creative for the upper thigh, the lower thigh, the hamstrings. We're going to show you one for the shin in just a second here. Keep it moving. You can apply more pressure by forcing down on the handlebars. Okay, let's switch legs. Let's do the lower leg. Now this one here is one of my favorite because I do a lot of running and cycling and skating, and my shins get sore all the time. So, and it ties right into the knee. So the upper tied into the upper part of the knee, the lower is tying into the lower part of the knee, obviously the whole shin and calf area, which obviously ties into the feet and the Achilles tendon. Again, beautiful motion, very easy to do, self-application, so you don't need to run to a professional facility to get your massage. You could do it right at home, right at the gym, right at the office, right at the hotel, and just give yourself a stimulating massage. Let's switch legs. One leg may be sorer or weaker than another leg, so you may want to spend more time with that. Those of you who are active with sports like tennis or basketball or just running or cycling, may say, oh, it's this knee, not this knee's fine, but it's this knee. So you may want to spend more time on one area right in there. So it's really fantastic. You know, the WonderBack Pro is great for everybody. If you only have one unit, you may want to get one or two more to keep one in your home, to put one at the gym, to keep one at the office, or if you're like me, I have multiple people in my household. When I'm using it, they want to use it, so I have multiple units. Okay, let's use the feet. Now this one here is this one feels so great. I mean, obviously acupressure therapy, reflexology, acupuncture are very, very popular forms of therapy. This here mimics that. It allows you to get a soothing massage in the bottom of your feet. Many, if not all, of the nerve endings in the body end up in the bottom of the feet. If you've ever seen a reflexology chart, the nerve endings in the bottom of the feet go all the way through the body, all the way up to the top of the skull. So you could apply more pressure by putting more body weight on top of there. Really fantastic. Again, you can go at your own pace. You could sit down, you could do this while you're watching TV. After a while, you don't even have to pay attention. Again, you could be watching TV and just massaging your feet. Let's switch to the other foot right there. And again, you can get creative, do as many motions as you can on your own. There's no set number of motions with WonderBack Pro. It literally has limitless capacity to conform to your body or your body needs, whether it's the neck, the middle part of the back, the lower back, the legs, the thighs, the feet. absolutely amazing with the acupressure sleeve. Obviously you're getting additional benefits, and for some of the other motions, the lumbar bridge is fantastic. What I want you to do is to continue to take great care of yourself. Read the manual. We have, in our next segment, I'm going to show you some muscle toning and flexibility exercises in the manual. It gives you more instruction. On our websites, we give you more tips and instruction, because our goal here at WonderBack Pro is to make sure you feel and perform your best and put that wonder back into your back and body. Hey, welcome back. The WonderBack Pro, as you are now experiencing, is wonderful for massaging your whole body. From the lower back, middle back, neck, your legs, your feet, you name it, you can get a great massage. But now we're gonna go for a little bit of that no pain, no gain type of thing. This is the bonus segment. I'm gonna show you some muscle toning exercises, and later on, my training partner Crystal is going to do some flexibility exercises as well. First, I want to give you some safety instructions and technical instructions. Basically, the WonderBack Pro for these 3 exercises is used as a stabilizing mechanism and to hold your body in correct anatomical technical form. The first one is a squat. We all know about a squat. You could squat to a chair if your legs aren't strong enough. But most people, when they squat, if I didn't have this in my hand, they lean forward, they put a lot of pressure and curvature to their neck and their back, and they lose balance. Here with the WonderBack Pro, I got the massage roller right in my neck, so now I can cup my head around the massage roller, and look, I push the arm bars to where they're at least parallel to the floor. I don't let them drop, and I just do a deep knee bend right in here. You can go as low as you want, or just little flutter steps right in here like you're skating, okay? If you start to drop the arm bars, what happens when you drop the arm bars, the chin follows and your whole body gets out of alignment. Not good technique. Good technique is right here. Feet at a shoulder's width stance, toes pointed slightly outward, and just pump. So that's the technical instruction for the squat. The next one, we're gonna do push-ups. And there's 2 kinds of push-ups. Straight leg push-ups or drop knee push-ups. And drop knee push-ups aren't girl push-ups, because I see guys doing them all the time. So basically what you want, you see all these devices on TV, you don't have to buy an extra device, you could just use your WonderBack Pro that are specifically for you to put your hands in the right position to do a bench press or a push-up. So now you're working your chest, your shoulders, your upper back, your triceps. So right here, come down, you can go all the way down and touch the roller and push up, right here. You get tired, drop your knees. It's not a girly push-up, it's just pumping out more repetitions, nice and slow. And the flexibility part of it, and the descension or the downward phase, is stretching my arms, my chest, my shoulders. So that's really, really advantageous as well. And then last but not least is the crunch. And you've seen those abdominal crunching devices, very simple but very effective. Why? Because they hold your body in the proper position. Here, I got the roller behind my neck, and maybe I'll squeeze in a neck massage while I'm at it, but I'm holding onto the handlebars and I'm just crunching. And a crunch basically is working your upper and middle abdominals, and I'm just lifting my shoulder blades up off the floor, right in here. Not a big range of motion, but I'm starting to feel them tightening up right in here. And what we have here in reverse order, middle body with the crunch, upper body with the push-up, lower body with the squats. So Crystal, come on in here. She's gonna time me. And what this is John Abdo's 1-minute total body blast. I teach it in corporate America because people are saying, I don't have time in the morning, I don't have time after work, I don't have time during the day. But here's a 1-minute routine that works your whole body, and Crystal is going to time me. Tell me when you're ready. I'm ready.
All right, ready, set, go.
First one is squats, 20 seconds, and then I'll transition to push-ups. So I'm working my lower body, pumping my thighs, my knees, my chin's up, arm bars are parallel to the floor. I'm pumping and pumping and pumping.
Switch.
Okay, 20 seconds there. Now 20 seconds here. So the heart was pumping blood to the lower body. Now it's pumping blood to the upper body. So it's cardiovascular. Beautiful exercise. I just love the feeling of pumping up right in here. Woo.
Ready, set, switch.
All right. So now the heart's gonna go from the upper body to the lower body and the middle body by crunch. And I'm just crunching right here. You can tell I'm breathing heavy, mostly because I'm talking, but it is cardiovascular. It's a 1 minute total body blast. Right in here. Woo, I think Crystal's
Almost
Crystal's getting something.
and stop.
Woo! Now that's it. Now some of you may say, I could do more than that. Do more than that. Do these 3 exercises in succession. Squat for lower body, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, or don't even go for time. Just go for failure of repetitions, which means that's all I could do. And then you give your legs a rest and you go to push-ups and so on. But you can tell I'm breathing heavy. Super cardiovascular. It's a great circuit and you can go over and over and over again, whether you got 1 minute or 20 minutes. Fantastic workout. Now I'm gonna take a break and we're gonna do some stretching exercises, and Crystal's gonna sit on the floor, and now we go from muscle contraction to muscle elongation. Let's start stretching the hamstrings. So this is a hurdler stretch, and what she's going to do is use Wonderback Pro as an assistant to help her reach that extra inch, to help her hold it for that extra 2 or 3 seconds. Because if you take a yoga and a Pilates class, your instructor will get behind you and hold you in that position if you can't get into that position, or if you can't stay in that position long enough to yield benefits. So right here, drop your chin. So now what she's doing, she's stretching everything behind her. The calves, the Achilles tendon, the hamstrings, the buttocks, and the back. Let's switch sides. Stretching should always be done slow and controlled because muscles have elastic characteristics, elastic like a rubber band. So if I pull the rubber band and I just held it right here, and if I let go real slow, it's gonna stop right there. But if I held it right here and let go, it's gonna recoil and it could hit you. It's the same thing with muscle fiber. You wanna stretch it and then come back slow and controlled. So hold it right there and just hold it. Use the arm bars as the mechanism to pull yourself down. So your arm muscles are actually assisting back, hamstring, buttock, calves, ankles, and feet. Great. Very simple exercise, highly beneficial, wonderful results. Okay, let's switch sides. Just keep the legs straight. Yeah, and I'm gonna have you do a motion here. So go down, and when I tell you to come up, you're gonna come up slow and you're gonna move to this side. So now your brain has to work in a coordinated fashion. Okay, come up slow. You go from a stretch to a non-stretch, and let's take the arm bars and move it over here, and then pull down. Now, Crystal's a tall model, athlete, mother. The taller you are, the longer your spinal column is, so there's a lot of stress and strain. So stretching it out just as a normal daily activity, getting your Wonderback Pro and having yourself do the back massage, the neck massage, the legs and the feet, you're always gonna feel terrific and you're always gonna be performing at your best. Okay, now feet together. This will be the last one. This is the hardest one. Again, in a Pilates or yoga class, I would say you gotta go down lower. So if she can't, then the instructor would simply put enough pressure to push her maybe an inch, 2, 3 inches past her point. Exhale, drop your chin. So now it rounds her back a little bit more. Come up slowly. And one more time. You hold that position. Wonderback Pro is wonderful for massage. It's wonderful for energizing your body. It's wonderful for increasing flexibility. And it's wonderful for making you feel great all the time. Whether it's massage, flexibility, muscle toning, use the Wonderback Pro on a daily basis, and I guarantee you're gonna be feeling and performing your best each and every day. Thank you again for joining the Wonderback Pro team. I'm John Abdo. We'll see you again next time.